MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
A nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. You see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. Nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
What's up, man? Let me get some of that.
Push him back. Check. Lucky.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolute concern, just takes off and goes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To the air, Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
See that feet? That's bad business.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that gets their fire. Now, that's a big gain. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Allen. Complete. Smith has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 52.
On the ground, Geis. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They run with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a Darius Geis touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Yeah, straight up the hill, right on top of the
7-7, our score after 1. Now it's Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Oh, you with the tip?
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust. Longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a
rush coming, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath.
Yeah, I heard about that shit, bro. That shit was wild as shit.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
All the time?
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to look for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
I think some of the council members know about that shit, too.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Curse. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On 2nd and inches, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Allen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Curse. 3rd down here. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Geis, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And Tate's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Stafford now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's got Jack Doyle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Draw play. This is Carson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 24, Allen. He's got his man. It's Kurz. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He in the middle of my
It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Allen now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And here's Allen. Throwing again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Curse. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff. Geis going right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The throw taken in by Sims. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 32 on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jordan Hicks gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Missed the field goal. He lagged on it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Check three.
They start on the ground with Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Fighting through, he's got space. Sterling Shepard.
No, I'm dead-ass fucking serious, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, bruh.
3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they will take a 7-point lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave a great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very solid gain of 27. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. O'Shane Zimenez in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And the pressure gets to him again. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to fire one run deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Steven Sims with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball... This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
This nigga just literally broke tackle from Chase Young, Montez Sweat, and Jonathan Allen. The fuck out of here, bruh.
They run it with Carson. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They run again with Carson.
Bro, nah, so you ain't see this shit right now, bro. You do not see this shit right now, bro.
Our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
You know how to pull the plug on this shit, bro. Oh, God. Nah, that's some bullshit, bro. Bruh. First off, bruh. Hold up. Hit me out, bruh. Hit me out. This nigga, hold up, whoa. This nigga run it, right? He stumbles. Montez Sweat dives and hits his ankles. He stumbles again. While he's stumbling, Chase Young goes back and hit him. He breaks the tackle and runs it into The motherfucker.
How many more of these my heart can take, my man? I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 7. A little under 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
That's why you want to keep playing.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.
You seen that
and
last
they'll get to
play,
stay
bro?
home again next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Dang. Like I already knew that most of my cap shit was gonna be fucked up. That's why I traded what I traded. Bruh, you seen that last play, bruh? AP, you seen that last play? Nah, it wasn't no interception. No, it wasn't no interception. But bruh, ain't no way. This is Javon Curse. This Javon Curse, by the way. Not Javon Curse. Jermaine Curse. You tripping? Jermaine Curse doing all that shit. And I press X. Bruh. Bro, look at that shit, bruh. Ain't no way. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. He ain't knocked no fucking ball out. I ain't trying to hit that shit, man. I ain't trying to hit that shit, man. You saying I went up the field though, bruh. That's some bullshit, bruh. That's some bullshit. It was some bullshit, bruh. What you mean find me some better plays? Bruh, I didn't even use the plays I usually use. I was winning. Nah, bro, you ain't see. Man, hold up. Let me see if I can go back to the highlight plays. Nick Nehan, he's a rookie. Can I go back to highlights? Nope, I can't. Man, fuck. How? Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. So don't gotta be off each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, oh, they have like a gallery or something you can look at. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? But nah, bro. I wish I could have went back and seen and showed y'all, but for motherfucking like I just told P, and when I said that I scored, and P jakes me, dog. He jakes the shit out of me too, bro. He jakes the shit out of me, bro. Because motherfucker, they did a dive play, right? This nigga Chris Carlson stumbled, right? He gained his composure back. Then Montez Sweat grabbed his ankles and he stumbled again. And then fucking Chase Young came behind him to make the tackle. Made the tackle, but he stiff armed him and ran to the end zone, bruh. Come on, bruh. Yeah, bruh. No, not Saquon Barkley. Chris Carson, bruh. I could have seen it if it was Saquon Barkley. That would have been understandable. But this is fucking Chris Carson. And then Sterling Shepard broke 6 tackles in one play, bruh.